video series here at Straight Hands Karate Center. I'm Lauren Pursley. I'll be leading you through these workouts and exercises and techniques. Today we're going to be focusing on intermediate students. So let's get started with some warm-ups. We're going to start with jumping jacks, all right? We're going to do 20 jumping jacks. As usual, I will count 10, you count the last 10. Here we go, ready? And hana, to, set, net, toss it, yoss it, ilda, do, ahop, yo. All right, very good, very good. Let's go down for push-ups now. Here we go. All right, intermediate students should be able to do 20 push-ups. We're going to do 20. I'm going to count the first 10. You count the second 10. Here we go. Hana, to, set, net, toss it, yoss it, ilda, do, ahop, yo. All right, very good. And while we're down here, might as well do some crunches too. And we'll do 20 of those. I'll count the first 10, you count the second 10. Here we go. Hana, to, set, net, toss it, yoss it, ilda, do, ahop, yo. All right, very good. On your feet. All right, now we're going to work on some punching exercises, all right? So we're going to get in the punch position. Remember for this, you need to have your knees bent in a horse riding position, toes facing forward, just like you're riding a big fat horse, all right? Nice wide stance. Don't lock your knees, bend your knees. One arm out. Now as we punch forward, you're going to see this hand's going to retract, and this hand's going to come forward. Notice as this hand retracts, I go from palm down to palm up as it comes in, and just switch back and forth. Now, imagine a focused target in front of you. Try to make those punches go right in the middle of that target. Don't punch all the way around. Punch straight out. Remember, we want a nice, deep punch. Twist your hips as you go into it. Put some power into it. Don't twist your body, just twist your hips. Here we go. Ready? Gonna do 10 of these. I'm gonna count. You're gonna count the second 10. Here we go. Hana, to, set, net, toss it, yoss it, ilda, do, ahop, yo. Very good. All right, so that brings us to our challenge for today. Our challenge, planks. Okay, recently you might have read in the news, a woman did a plank position for like 4 hours and change, and then a couple of weeks later some man did it for maybe like 6 hours or so. So what we're going to do is we want to see how long you can plank. This morning I had a pretty easy plank of about 2 minutes. I felt it in my core. It's a really good core workout for you. A plank position can be done from a couple of different ways. Some people will do it on their hands, all right? This is a good position here on your elbows, all right? So a plank position, your back should be straight. No bumps up in the air. Straight down like that. On your toes, your hands, your elbows are resting on the ground, and just simply count. You can count for a minute, 2 minutes, whatever you can do. And when you're done, you should feel a good strain or core workout. If you do those, send it in to us to our Straight Hands Facebook page. We'd like to see how far you go with it. All right, on to the next thing. All right, Kenyet, Shubi. All right, show. All right, so our next section, we'll be working on staff work, okay? The bong, or staff, is the first weapon that we teach in Tang Soo Do, and of course our intermediate and advanced students should know how to use it. If you do not have your staff at home, You can use other things. You can use a wooden dowel. You can use a broomstick. If you absolutely don't have a staff to use, you can use your belt. That's right, you can use your belt as a staff, okay, to demonstrate some of the techniques that we're going to be working on. High block, low block, you can use a belt for that, okay? All right, so let's get started. All right, so if we know our chumbi position, our hands are at shoulder length on either side of the middle of the staff, all right? The first technique we're going to work with is the side-to-side block, all right? Now, as we go to the side, notice that the arm that's on the bottom, okay, is the same side as the leg that's pointing out that way. We're doing this in a fighting position, so you want most of your weight back in this position. As you come to the side-to-side block, the staff is straight up and down, all right, to block something coming in from this side, all right? Also, going from this side, same thing. Notice that the bottom hand, and this leg are on the same side of my body. You don't want to do it like this. You want to do it like this, all right? So side-to-side blocks, all right? So you would practice this, bring it to the chest, push it out. And then bring it to the chest, push it out. So you'd be practicing your side-to-side blocks like that. All right, now we're going to look at high block and low block. From this position, bring it to the chest, push up. All right, push up. Notice that it's above my head. It's not touching my head. And my arms aren't weak. I'm not holding it like this. I want to block something coming at me. My arms have to be fully extended to do that. So you bring it from the chest and go up. All right. Now we're also looking at the low block. All right. Bring it to the chest and push down. Notice I've pushed my hips back a little bit. This is to protect my legs and between my legs from getting hit with something. All right. If I just stand like this, something may come up between my legs, so I want to push my hips back. Notice I don't want to lean my head forward, though, because that puts my head at a disadvantage for something coming this way. I want to keep my body straight, but push back a little bit, all right? So let's look at that. High block from the chest, bring it down, low block from the chest. Bring it up, high block from the chest, bring it to the chest, low block from the chest. All right, so practice those techniques as well as your side to side techniques. All right, we'll practice that a little bit. Now, let's talk about the low block or low strike and the high strike. Remember, we want to take these techniques from up top. All right, so we'll start above our heads. We're going to step forward into a front stance with a low block. All right, a low block. Notice that the same leg, same arm is on top, and I have my bottom arm here supporting, all right? Let's look at it from the other side. From here, stepping forward into a low block, all right? So that's your low block or your low strike, all right? Now, we'll also work with the high strike. Stepping forward, high, all right? Notice that I'm holding it at the bottom here close to my belt level, and it's at a good 45-degree angle. That's for your high side, all right? Also, from this side, again, my supporting my hand, my bottom hand is close to my belt. This is pointed up in a 45-degree angle, all right? Now, to combine a low strike and a high strike, you would simply low, across the body, high, all right? Let's look at it from the other side. Low, across the body, high. All right, so those are the techniques that we want you to be working on. The last one we're going to be looking at is basically a punch or a strike by stepping forward, pushing with the arm that way, stepping forward and pushing with the arm this way, or doing it as a, like for your first form, all right, or coming across with the other side, stepping forward, 1, 2, and back, all right? So practice some of those techniques, your high, your low, your side, your downward strike, your upward strike, and the punch, 1, 2, all right? All right, let's move on to the next section.
All right, we're going to do an extra workout now. We're going to work with the sword. So remember, when you pull out the sword, your right hand will be just underneath what will be considered a guard area, this little line right here, base, top of the handle. Your other hand will be right at the very bottom of the handle. Should be a little bit of a gap between your hands. Sword right front, angle slightly up high. You don't want to be pointing it out or down, you want it slightly up in front of you. I'm going to demonstrate cutting to the 4 winds, as it's called. We're going to do 3 different types of cuts. And then after that, I'm going to demonstrate a blocking technique using the same pattern. So the first is going to be a straight down cut. I'll demonstrate it kind of regular speed, and then I'll break it down to help you understand the turns. So here's a straight cut. First move, step straight ahead with the right foot, come over your head, straight down cut. Now here you're going to roll your hand, your front hand will roll up, turn yourself all the way around, cut. Now you're going to look to your right, just a 90-degree turn, bring this sword up over the head, step forward with the right foot, cut straight. Look over your left shoulder, turn all the way around from overhead, cut. I'm going to repeat this process all the way around. Look to your right 90 degrees, over your head, step forward with the right foot, cut. Go over your left shoulder, turn the sword, turn all the way around, cut. To your right, turn the sword over, 90 degrees, right foot forward, cut. Go to the left shoulder, turn the sword up, over the head, left foot forward. Look to the right, turn the sword, step forward, cut. Now you're right back where you started from here. Now I'll demonstrate at an angle cut. All right, so again, all moves are the same. Thing different now is from over the head, as you step forward, bring it around by your ear, cut down at about a 45-degree angle. Try not to hit the ground, stop right above it. Just like before, look over the left shoulder, turn up over the head. Once your left foot is forward, come around the ear, cut down at the angle. Look to your right, 90 degrees, over the head, step forward, drop the sword to the ear, across at the ankle. Turn your palms up, behind the head, left foot forward, down by your ear, 45-degree cut. Look to your right, over the head, right foot forward, down by the ear, cut. Over your left shoulder, turn, over the head, around the ear, cut down at the ankle. To your right, over the head, around the ear, right foot forward, cut. Look to your left. Over the head, down, look to your right, behind the head, step forward, around the ear, cut at the angle. And you're back to where you started. Now we're going to do a horizontal cut. So again, at regular speed. Very similar to the last cut. So this time you got to drop it all the way down just below the shoulder as you step, strike across horizontally. Straight up behind the head, looking to your left, drop it down to the shoulder, cut horizontally. Then to your right, over the head, down around to the shoulder, cut horizontally. Behind the head, down to the shoulder, left foot forward, cut it horizontally. To your right, down to the shoulder, right foot forward, over the left shoulder, again behind the head, all the way around to the shoulder, cut to your right, behind the head, around to the shoulder, right foot forward, left, behind the head, all the way to the shoulder, cut, and again to the right, all the way down to the shoulder, and cut, and back to where we started. Now this time, a slight difference, we're going to do a block. Key to the block is your hands are past your head, not in front of your head, but over to the side. Sword is up above your head and at a slight downward angle. So when it gets hit, it slides off and away from you. So how we get to that move, you're going to roll your hands, right foot steps forward, roll the hands, you block. And you bring it down in front of you. This time you got to bring the tip around as you turn, and again bring it to your other side. Bring the tip down, step foot right forward, come up to block, tip down, turn it in the direction you're turning, bring it up. Down, right foot forward, block up. And notice how the tip moves in the direction I'm turning. Keep it up. And down, right foot forward. And down, looking to your left, tip follows up around, block. And the last one where we started comes forward to a block. Now I'll demonstrate this at full speed now that I've talked about it.
All right. Now we're going to close with a mat chat. We're going to talk about the word integrity. Integrity. It's one of the 7 tenets of Tang Soo Do. What does it mean? Integrity is being truthful. Truthful with yourself and other people. Being true to yourself and being true, in this particular case, to your art. So, my question is, are you practicing? These are troubled times, weird times. We can't be with you. We're providing you some links to videos. We're providing you some training remotely. But it's up to you to make that training work. If you've been putting in a lot of time, 6 months, 10 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, or more, you don't want to lose that training time. So it's up to you to have integrity with your training. So are you training or are you on vacation? Ask yourself that question. I hope you're training. That's what's going to make a difference in your Tang Soo Do. All right, that closes for tonight, or for today. Cheerio, Kinyed, Tang Soo.